I don't practice Santeria. I ain't got no crystal ball. I had $1 million, but I'd spend it all if I could find that Hannah in that Sancho that she found. Well, I'd pop a cap in Sancho and I'd slap her down. But I really want to know, my baby. But I really want to say I can't define her and leave. Oh, my soul will have to quit till I get back. Find a Hannah on my own. Daddy's gonna love for it all. I feel the break, feel the break, feel the break, and I got it up. Oh, yeah. Well, I swear that I really want to know. I really want to say I can't define. Love, make it go. My soul that I really want to say, my baby. I really want to say, hands are behind mine. Make it the same, till some people let it be. Nobody's good for hearing me. Best go running high. Daddy's got a new 45. And I won't think twice to stick that barrel straight down Sancho's throat. Believe me, I said that I got something for his punk ass. But I really want to know, baby, what I really want to say is there's just one way back in our day, yeah. My soul like you. What is up, everybody? This is Get to Know. I hope every mother out there is having an amazing and wonderful, blessed day today. Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there, by the way. A special happy Mother's Day to my wife, Sugar Glider. I love you, baby, and you know that. And yeah, Opa's Angel is here. Nice to see you here. Let's get my ugly mug on this son of a gun. Bam! There he is. What's up, Toothless? Here I am with another Dobrodo. So, this is Get to Know. I am Get to Know. This is the greatest community on YouTube, whether you want to admit it or not. You might make fun of me. You might think I'm an asshole. You might think I'm a prick. You might think I'm a nice guy. I guarantee you, all of you are right. All of the above. Here at Get to Know, we are dedicated to making a change to the laws and penalties when it comes to sexual crimes against children, women, and men of all ages. And that is what we do here. That is what we care about. We do not care about any other creators. We do not get in that bullshit. We will not cross that street. We will stay on our own side of the road and keep plowing forward here. That's what we're about. We do not talk shit about anybody here. Respect the community. Respect the chat if you're here. Respect everybody here. Even if you do not respect them on the outside of Get to Know, that shit, put that shit at the curb when you step in the Get to Know community, because that shit is not welcome here. Basically, anybody is welcome here besides pedophiles. If you want to make a difference in the world to help protect children and men and women of all ages, and if you are sick and tired of seeing pedophiles get a slap on the hand, you are in the right community, because we are going to make a difference, and I guarantee you that.
tomorrow's kind of a big day. Tomorrow I find out if I'm pretty sure I'm almost positive I didn't get it all. I'm almost positive I didn't get it, but we'll keep our fingers crossed. Tomorrow I find out if the $1.5 million grant that I applied for, if it comes through. I'm sure it didn't. I'm sure I didn't get selected, but it's all right. I tried. No harm in trying. No foul and not succeeding. We're just gonna keep on going anyway and move on to the next one. I started a new social media channel, and it is called subscriberstar.com. Okay, I'm going to see if I can get to my link here. Well, I won't think twice to stick that barrel straight down Sancho's throat. Believe me when I say that I got something for his punk ass. What I really want to say, my baby. Oh, maybe I need to log in first. That might work. There's that. Let's go with this one right here. PBIIEE. Oh. Sorry guys, I gotta go get this two-factor authentication code, which I hate this shit because it interferes with me because I just don't like it. Anyway, this new platform I found, I think this new social platform I found, social media platform I found, well, not I found, I had a guest come up on a random live last night, and this guest goes by the name of I'm Not Telling You. He told me about it. They told me about it. She told me about it.
Sorry, I gotta get a toothpick.
Ooh, I should have yelled and screamed at you and then threatened to beat you because you interfered with my live, bud.
Not too late.
Does that work?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shut up, old man.
Hey, now. Did you see that? He smacked me. And I'm the abuser. That's some funny shit. Okay, I got time now. Finish the blanket. Nice. I can't wait to use it. Yes, we will definitely be keeping our fingers crossed and see. I mean, I'm sure I'm about 99% positive we didn't get it, but it's okay. We wouldn't have been able to fail if we didn't try, you know, and I'd rather fail than not try, you know. Oh, I find out tomorrow if I got that $1.5 million grant.
Oh.
Yeah, kind of a big deal.
A little bit.
But I'm pretty sure I didn't get it, so it's all good.
Well, I did the math. You have a 0.9% chance of getting it.
A 0.9%? Nice.
0.09, I mean.
0.09? Nice. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't get it. 1049. 1049. 1049.
I don't know, man. Your reasoning for getting it seems pretty solid. I don't know why he wouldn't.
Because there was over like 100,000 people that applied for it.
That's why it's 0.09.
Okay, so let me see here. I'm trying to figure this out. I thought I already had it, but I guess I was wrong. So I think this new platform I found I think this new platform I found, it's okay. It's okay. You guys can interact. And this new social platform I found, I think it's going to be, I think it could be really beneficial. Um, I'm trying to find it, damn it. Oh, maybe it's right there under profile info. Damn it. But I don't think it's going to be as filtered as YouTube is going to be. I think we're going to have more freedom to say what we want and not try to have to sugarcoat shit. I know. I'm dragging it out. I'm not trying to. I'm really trying to get through this. I can't find out where the goddamn shit's at. Or the beep, 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 beep shit's at. Oh, hell with this, dude. Okay. This is what I'm going to do. This is just stupid. This is just stupid. Okay, let me see. Oh my God, what the fuck is that? Sorry, I'll be right back. I gotta show my wife this. This is great. Gucci jeans, baby, Gucci jeans.
Look at you.
Remember the time I told you gotta pick one, fuck one, marry one, and kill one?
Mm-hmm.
That's her.
Oh my God. No.
That's when you that's when you pick to kill, though.
Good.
So I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Not trying to sound rude or ignorant or
Sure, she deserves it, man.
We know she deserves it. Sorry. Okay, let's see if I can do this now. Hey, there I am. I see myself on my own screen, Look, I'm seeing myself play. Look, hi. Hi, handsome. Hi, handsome. Look, I'm going to wave to myself just a second. Look. Hi, handsome. Look at that handsome guy.
He's off his meds.
I'm not off my meds. So let's see if this works here. Ooh, clipboard. Maybe you'll let me pull it up on a clipboard. Yes, right here. Right here. Bam. Okay, there's the link. It should be coming up anytime now. There we go. That's the link to the new platform I'm going to be on. It's called subscriberstar.com. Seems kind of cool. Seems kind of legit. Please turn that light off, bud. Seems kind of cool. Seems kind of legit. The cool thing about it is what the oh, that freaked me out, dude. Okay, I'm good. So this platform, it's a monetized platform, but if we're going to succeed at what we're doing at some point in time, we're going to have to start doing things monetarily and whatnot. It's got different tiers and stuff. It seems pretty cool. It seems pretty legit. Let's see here. My profile page, my subscribers, message analytics, profile page settings, account settings. Let me see. So I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different level tiers on here. Okay. 5 different level tiers or tier levels. Can't wait till they clip that and try to make me look like a moron in that one. The first one is free. It's a free tier. Anybody can join it. Anybody that signs up. What I'm going to do is for the free tier, says join the free tier to receive email notifications about new posts submitted to paid tiers. Plus, you will be entered into a monthly cash giveaway each month where you can win $5 cash paid via Cash App. That, of course, will be coming straight out of my own pocket, and that's okay. I think it's a good idea. We'll see how it goes. So that's the free tier. Everybody that joins gets to get on that tier. So anybody that joins gets to get a shot at winning $5 a month. I know it's not a lot, but hey, it is what it is. Not bad for a broke guy, you know. I don't think it's bad for a broke guy, but it does get better. It does get better. So here is the next tier. The next tier is $5 per month to subscribe. It's called the supporter tier. As you can see, there's no subscribers to it yet. It says, you will be amongst the first to be notified of new content. Plus, you will be eligible to win in our once a month supporter minor prize giveaway. Minor prize is $10 paid via Cash App. I don't think that's a bad idea. I think it could work. We'll see. The next tier is the major subscriber tier. And it says on this tier, you will get all the perks from the above tiers and access to exclusive content. Plus, you will also get put in a once a month major subscriber prize giveaway. Value of the prize will be $20 cash via Cash App. One winner per tier. You can only win on the tier you are subscribed on. Okay. The next one is the extreme subscriber. Yeah, like these will ever happen. I'm just saying, you know, I mean, I got faith in whatever, but you know, hey, it could. Yeah, you know. So this one says on this tier, you will have access to everything available in the lower tiers. Plus, you will be invited to a once a month private content where you will have the opportunity to speak up about your ideas for the Get to Know community and be an actual part of making changes to the channel and much, much more. Plus, you will be eligible for the once a month extreme subscriber prize of $30 paid via Cash App. Plus, you get to put your name in for the other tier monthly cash drawings. Now that's badass. So if you become an extreme subscriber at $20 a month, you not only get put your name in for this drawing once a month, you will also be able to put your name in for the $10 drawing and for the $5 drawing and the free tier drawing. Now, I think that's pretty good. Okay. Now, this one's called Out of This World subscriber tier. Okay. Yeah, it's $30 a month. Okay. Out of This World subscriber. I can't even believe I'm saying this, but you get access to everything in all tiers. When I say everything, I mean everything. Yes, that includes you get your name entered into each tier cash giveaway every month. That means you could have a chance to win up to $95 a month when you subscribe to the Out of This World subscriber tier. Hey, sounds like it might work. We shall see. So that's the new platform. Please, I'll pin it up right here. Click it here. We'll start here. We're going to pin it up here. We're going to hide it now. Now we're going to click here. Now we're going to put user in timeout. Put me in timeout. Should I put myself in timeout and see what happens? I'm just saying. So yes, remember, I mean, I'm sure with as we go along and whatnot, I will definitely critique it and make it more so like, I mean, I want everybody to be able to, come in and enjoy and whatever as much as we can while we're trying to do serious stuff here. So, like one of the ideas I got that I want to do is I want to get take-home packets put together for schools for each grade level. I mean, it's going to be some work. It's going to cost some money, and I'm disabled, and I don't have the means to do it all on my own. So I'm going to need the support from the community to be able to do it. And if it fails, it fails. I mean, I'll be sad about it. I'll be upset about it. But what do? So, I mean, I can't make people donate and whatever. And I know people run their scams and whatnot, but like legitimately, any penny that gets donated, I will provide receipts for. Every penny will be used for channel purposes only, expanding the channel, getting into C legislation. If that's once we get to that point, it's going to cost to travel. I'll provide receipts for every penny that's donated to the channel because it's like I said, this is not my channel. This is our channel. This is our community. And we need to get it going, guys. We need to get it going. We need to get it going. Legitimately, you guys. What if you don't have or use Cash App? Then I will accommodate. Like, I mean, PayPal. I just didn't really feel like. I guess I really didn't think about typing it all in there. PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. However, shit, I'll even get a money order and mail it to you if that's what you want to do. You know what I mean? Like, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. That's a good question, Opa, for sure. Oh, yeah, that's the link if anybody wants to come up for a minute. I already got my first. I'm just gonna take taste. Don't let you member up. I'm not sure. I thought it was up and going. Maybe it's not, but I'll figure it out. Let me see. Are you sure? Are you sure that mom? Thank you. Opa, will you grab that link and come up and explain how you got to sub? Because there's somebody sitting in here. There's a couple people saying they can't figure out how to get it to sub up. Hello, Opa. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
All right. Yep, I can hear you.
Okay, actually, it's not as complicated. It took me an extra second to figure it out.
Okay.
When you go into it, sign my account, and then when you put your email and you put in a strong password, it'll send you a thing to your email, and then you click on that, and it sends you right back into where you have to go.
Okay.
And then once you're in there, which I'm still all figuring out, is like you put your info like about yourself, social accounts, shipping address, all those different things. You just got to kind of step by step it. But yeah, it took me a second to kind of figure it out because it's laid out a little different.
Yeah. I guess I should have looked into it, but I really didn't think about it because it's not like I can subscribe to my own channel. So I guess maybe I should have looked into it a little better.
Not that hard.
Yeah, they figured it out though. Yeah, they figured it out though. But I appreciate it for sure.
Yeah,
so what do you think about it? What's that?
I said I had never heard of this before. I had no idea what it was.
Yeah, I haven't heard about it until nope, it's more than you. Like I didn't know about it until last night either. Another creator told me about it and he's like, check it out, So I did. I was like, this sounds kind of interesting. It could definitely expand. It could definitely expand what Get to Know wants to do and get us more followers and more subscribers and really start getting the point and the reason why I started doing Get to Know out there. You know what I mean? Really start creating some awareness and start making a difference in this world.
And I'm also having someone look into talking to somebody who understands a little bit more about how to do like the petition process and all that. Because I looked into certain things and I know I sent you some stuff. I don't know if it's a state by state or if it's like if that's something that you have to link to maybe find out which other organizations in these other states are doing what you're doing.
Right.
And then after you get involved, it's to go like federal. And then this is what I was trying to look into it to see what's going on because there's a better.
You must be having shitty weather where you're at, huh?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I was trying to work outside and it started raining.
Yep. My son was supposed to go help this lady today with her yard again, and yeah, that didn't work because it was raining. He decided to want to rain too.
Hey, Deb. Yeah, the kids lucked out today. They were supposed to go clean the yard.
Debs, hey, what's up, sweetheart? I'm glad you're here.
The lost lady. I've been trying to hold of you, woman.
She can definitely, the whole. I think it's 8 hours. I think we're 8 hours different from her. She's 8 hours ahead of us, So I don't ever, like, I just called her. I just called her and was like, hey, I'm getting ready to go live, and I was like, oh yeah, shit. It's almost 9 o'clock here, but I mean, add 8 hours to that, it's like pretty damn early in the morning for her.
See, I always know what time it is because my kids come out and tell me, okay, good night, I love you. It's like, oh, I
Yeah.
know what time it is.
Yeah, like my son will be coming out here within the next 20 minutes, half an hour, saying, okay, I'm going to bed.
Oh, I know.
What was that? You are way ahead. You are way ahead. 0343. You see that? Playing the guitar. 0343. I hate this two-factor verification shit. I really do.
Oh, see, I don't do all that
This
stuff. I don't have
platform,
patience for it.
this platform makes you. You can't do it without it.
Are you kidding? On my phone, I tried to have the two-step on my phone. Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody and their brother can get into my phone. I don't really care.
Says no active subscribers, but that's okay. I'm sure it'll update soon. I'm not too worried about it. I know I got some followers on there already. Sorry, message me.
So how is this, other than like language and stuff, how is this platform different from the other platform?
Like this one, it just seems like it's more open. Like I'm not sure how much money, like when you get super chats or whatever they're called here. Like I'm not sure how much of a cut of that YouTube takes, but this platform they take 7.5% altogether from your subscribers and shit, and you don't have to have a certain amount of followers to go live. You don't have to have a certain amount of watch time hours to make money or any of that stuff. It's just basically it's just an open for people to come in and have an opportunity to make a little bit of money. But the only reason why I'm doing it is because I think it could be a really good platform for get to know, and being able to say the things we want to say and how we want to say them is extremely important to me. And I don't believe in sugarcoating shit. I don't believe in any of that shit and dumbing it down and whatnot. So like any opportunity we can to call it like it is, call it by what it is, and just keep the awareness out there about this actual shit. There's just not as many, the better off it'll be. There's just not as many hoops you got to jump through in order to, like what I'm noticing, like on a couple of other platforms I'm on, like you got to have a certain amount of followers to go live again, like it's just weird. And this one just lets you do what you want and right out the get go. So it's just a little bit more of a free, open, a more lenient opportunity, to possibly make some money.
Okay.
And
With this big box pop-up, profile is under review.
yep.
And
Yeah, I'm waiting.
it says
I'm waiting for an email. What's that?
I said, it just says due to extremely high volume of recently submitted profiles, the approval will take a little longer than usual. So if anybody sees that, it's not like you're not going to subscribe. It's just
Yeah.
you're going to get a message. We're going to get a message too, letting us know that everything is good to go.
Yep. Yep. As soon as I don't know how long it's gonna take exactly, but I got patience and time is all we got. You know what I mean? So, I mean, yeah, I think it'll be all right. I think it'll be kind of cool. Plus, you know, I mean, I want to show people that, you know, I don't want people just to come here to donate for the cause or any of that shit. Like I want to give back to the people that, you know, have been have stuck beside me, stuck beside the channel, stuck beside the meaning of the channel and what we're trying to do. And, you know, I think it'd be a fun way to take, because this topic is not a popular topic. People don't want to talk about it and whatnot. But I think it'd be a way to, you know, doing these little drawings and stuff, as long as I get the subscribers to do it, you know what I mean? I think it'd be a fun way to give back to the community, just to show the community that, you know, hey, I do care and I appreciate you all being here. I mean, you might not have that much of a chance to win anything, but hell, you never know. You know what I mean? So I think it'd be, you know, a way to take a break from all the seriousness of it and to be able to, you know, what there? Yeah, like my wife, like Sugar Glider just said, you know, like, and have fun too. I mean, yes, this is a serious subject, but we got to be able to take those moments of time from. This shit's depressing. This shit eats at me. It gets to me, and this is a way I feel like I can put some positivity back into all the negative that I keep bringing into my life doing this. You know what I mean? It's made me feel good, really, is what I'm doing it for.
There's a lot, though. I mean, like when I look into this to see who's doing what, and the more information that I pull up, the more it turns your stomach to hear, to actually to read a lot of this stuff. I think is actually worse than actually hearing it.
Yeah, it's horrible. Like. There's times I'll be just sitting there reading about this case or whatever case and whatnot, and my gut will drop and my heart sinks, and my wife looks at me, she's like, "What's wrong?" And I just put my hands up. I'm like, I just can't, like, you know what I mean? And I feel guilty every time I stop looking into this stuff and trying to make a difference and shit, because, you know, I mean, we've been on here for 40 minutes, and that means there's been 10 kids that have been sexually abused since I've been on here. So we've been on here, you know what I mean? Or 40 minutes, that means there have been 20 kids, almost 20 kids now, excuse me, that have been sexually abused and violated in the 40 minutes that we've been on here. And that's continually how my mind rolls. And
I have been digging deeper into the foster care systems.
Corrupt as shit.
And oh my God. Sometimes I just get a loss for words when I'm looking up some of this stuff and I'm reading about how many children have been sexually abused, trafficked. And you just ask yourself, it's like, where are these people now? Yep.
They're moving on to their next victim. They're moving on to their next traffic. They're moving on to their next fucking victim. They're just moving right along. Cruising like a motherfucker. Just cruising right along. And we in America and around the world, we just let them do it. When somebody can get 25 years to life, for trafficking drugs, and a person can get 5 years for trafficking human beings, that's a fucking issue. That's a fucking problem. That is an issue that needs to be addressed now and fixed now. I'm not saying drug trafficking is okay, because it's not. People shouldn't be trafficking drugs. But if I would have to pick between somebody trafficking drugs and somebody trafficking humans and children, I'm picking trafficking drugs. I mean, every single time. Like, I mean, you know what I mean? It's just society these days has got everything backwards, man.
then I was reading into a little bit with it upset me so much. I actually had to stop reading it. That they want to change how the registry is put out and the tier levels because they don't want these people's lives to be affected.
Fuck them. That's what I say right there. Fuck them. Like, legitimately.
I was getting so angry because it's like the more I read, the more angry I got. And I'm thinking, you're worried about how it's going to affect that sex offender's life. But what about the victim, that their life doesn't matter?
Yeah. Does that mean since this sex offender has got to register and he's a tier 2 sex offender and he gets to get off in 10 years, that makes him no longer a registered sex offender? So does that mean I'm no longer a victim of sexual abuse from this motherfucker? No, it don't. I don't get to get put on no special list and just magically one day I wake up and I've met this time limit and now poof, I'm no longer a victim. No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. I'll be a victim for the rest of my life, even though I'm a survivor, but nobody can take that away from me. Nobody can take that sexual abuse away from me.
Okay, and I don't know if you know this or not, but there is an entire trailer park in Florida with registered sex offenders living in it. You have to be a sex offender to live there. Yeah,
yeah, like Sugar Glider said, it's not just in Florida either. There's a place right here in my town, 5 blocks up the road from me right now. It used to be an old hotel, an old hotel, and it's now a haven for registered sex offenders. And how we figured that out is we had a girlfriend of ours and her boyfriend, just barely turned like 19 and 20 years old. She was pregnant, and they moved into this old hotel, which was now turned into an apartment complex. And 2 months after they moved in, the owner of the building came to them and said, "You guys have to move," because he noticed that she was pregnant. And he's like, 90% of the people that live here are registered sex offenders. You got to move. You can't be here.
Now, why weren't they told that ahead of time?
Because she didn't look like she was pregnant. So why would they? They don't care. But now that there is a child involved, I think there was a possibility of a child being involved. At least they had the decency to tell them then. You know what I mean? But literally, they had to move because they cater to pedophiles. It's fucking ridiculous.
My question, though, is, do they get a better rent price?
I'm sure they get a fucking discount in just about everything, dude. Especially in Idaho. Like, I used to make a joke about it, but I mean, it's not really a joke, but I mean, for real, like, we used to say, welcome to Idaho, touch a kid and get a home. You know what I mean? Because that's basically what they do. Like, here's all this shit. You're a pedophile. We don't want people fucking with you because it would be wrong, but you just victimize these children, and here's a home, here's a car, people don't realize that here's a job, you know what I mean? Like, and all they got to do is sign a piece of paper three times a year and go in and get their picture taken once a year. It's fucking ridiculous. The sex offender registry is a motherfucking joke. It's a joke. It needs a complete overhaul. It's got good intentions behind it. It was created to do something good. Yes, it does. It lets us know where these sex offenders are. But if they're breaking the law, which non-compliant means they're doing something they're not supposed to, that means they're breaking the fucking law. They should be held accountable for breaking the fucking law. And call your police department. Wherever you're at in the United States, get on your state sex offender registry. Pick out anybody that on the end of the column, pick out anybody on there that says non-compliant. Okay. Call the police department and report him or her and see what the fuck they tell you. They will laugh in your face. They will, what? We can't. What are you talking about? The fuck are you talking about? You can't go arrested. They're actively breaking the law. Not just for for months and months and months and months at a time. It's a fucking joke. It's a slap in the face to all victims, dude. It is. It's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. And that's what this channel is about. That's what Get to Know is about. We want that shit changed. Like, a lot of people don't know that registered sex offenders are not supposed to be on any social media platforms at all. Period. Most of them aren't even supposed to fucking have access to the internet.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Yet the main way that these guys stay compliant and keep their addresses registered is by getting on the fucking internet. It's absolutely fucking grotesque. It makes me so sick to my stomach. Seriously, if you don't believe me, test me. Check it out. Get on your state sex offender registry. Don't matter who you pick, as long as at the end of the column, it says, at the end of their row, it literally says non-compliant. Lie to the cops. Tell them, yeah, this person's non-compliant. I know where they're at. Can you go arrest them? They will laugh in your fucking face. Why? It's ridiculous. It's horrible. It's fucked up and it's disgusting. That's what I think.
Yeah, when the sex offenders have more rights to their privacy.
Yeah. That's one of the things. Like, to me, these pedophiles commit the worst possible fucking crime a human being can make against another human being, especially a child, when a child's involved. Worse than murder, worse than any other crime out there. Let's give this guy who just got busted with 2,600 pounds of child pornography a slap on the hand because he's 70 years old. No, execute that motherfucker. Let's make a point. Let's make a fucking point. There's countries in this fucking world that if you get caught drinking and driving, they will execute you on the spot. Guess how many DUIs that country has every year? 0. Big old zero. You know what I mean? Like in China or Japan, one of those Asian countries over there, like legitimately, if you get caught stealing, they chop off one of your fucking hands. I bet they don't have a lot of thieves there. Why? I steal a candy bar, you're going to cut off my hand, and then I'm going to have to eat and wipe my ass with the same hand?
No,
People
I'm
don't
good.
like, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, fucking come on. It's just a whole fucking bunch of fucktuckery is what it is. Legitimately, it is. Like, people have priorities, in my opinion. People have their priorities in the wrong spot. People are more worried about what fucking kind of gasoline they're going to put in their motherfucking car than the laws and penalties when it comes to sexual abuse towards children.
Well, again, I mean, and this is a perfect example. Look at how many people are here taking a serious consideration to what is important, and where are all these people in these ridiculous drama chat rooms talking about other creators, talking about nonsense. And there's I mean, off the top of my head, I can think of at least 7 right now that are not even dealing with a real life issue.
Yeah. Like we're not sitting and don't get it twisted, because that's not what this is about. We're not sitting here talking shit about any other creator. That's not what we're doing here. Like I am personal friends with some of these creators that we are speaking about. I'm personal friends with them, and even I'm like, here we go. Like, I'm waiting for a couple of them to show up that said they would be here, but they're not, because they're into the drama, into the bullshit. And
no, I actually scoped out other places on YouTube to see kind of where everybody was and what was going on. And it seems like from one end to the other, it's all just gossip and all of this stuff that has nothing to do with anything that's actually important. It's about slamming each other. It's about, well, if you need a place to go to get rid of your anger and your hate, come here and use it against pedophiles and change the laws.
yeah.
Use that
Fuck
energy that you have so pent up and built up, turn it into something a positive, negative. As strange as that sounds, take
No,
that anger and go, you know what? This is where it needs to be directed. Let's get those laws changed and let's get these people where they need to be, pretty much off the face of the earth, is my opinion. But
I agree.
I don't think we're ever going to get to that point where we're just going to be able to, put them down like a rabid dog.
Right, but that's the overall goal. That's the overall goal.
I mean, that would be great, but
Absolutely.
baby steps to get there, longer
Absolutely.
sentences. Why?
No plea bargains. No plea bargains.
Exactly.
Just that alone. Just that task alone. Like that's the first legal. That's like the first legal legislation task that I want to attack. That's the first one. No plea bargains. No, motherfucker. You're not going to get charged with 25 things, and then the prosecuting attorney say, well, if you plead guilty to these 3 charges, we'll drop these 22 charges. No, motherfucker. You're getting charged with all 25 motherfucking charges. It's only fair. It's only right. That's not how the court system is supposed to work. No, you don't let people off because you want to get a fucking conviction. Have faith in the jury. Put one of these cases where you're going to give this motherfucker this plea bargain, where they're going to fucking plead guilty to these 2 charges and we will drop these 25 charges. Well, why not just put them in the jury box and watch that jury show the jury the fucking evidence? And I guarantee you, they will put a conviction on that motherfucker on every fucking charge. Every charge.
That's the problem, though. I mean, you have all 100% proof of this person being guilty. It's all there. This shouldn't even be taxpayers' money of going to a court and go into the judge's chambers and go, here's the stuff, decide what you're going to do. This does not take 12 other people to tell you what to do.
No, like I use this for an example. There was a couple, a male and female couple here in my hometown. This was like 5-6 years ago, maybe 7 years ago. They got busted with a sex dungeon in their basement, laptops, cell phones, desktop computers, hundreds of thousands of images of children in explicit fucking positions and grotesque things doing them, including bestiality. Over 300 VHS tapes. If anybody knows, if you don't know what a VHS tape is, those are those little discs that you put in the little VCR, or you used to watch movies on them. Well, if you record those, most of those tapes are anywhere between 6 and 8 hours long. Over 300 fucking tapes full of them committing crimes against children. That, the fuck you mean you get a fucking, what? That is guilty. That's guilty.
Right.
You don't need to go see it. You don't need to see a fucking jury. You need to be taken right in front of the judge and set the fucking prisoner fucking set to an electric chair. That's the sentence. That's easy.
And look at how they did it in Idaho. They changed it, man. They saved a whole lot of money. We brought back the firing squad.
Hell yeah.
So there's a lot of money saved. Don't even worry about the power company. If you got a blackout or not, dude, you're still going down.
Fuck yeah. Because guess what? Even if they run out of bullets, I got enough to supply them.
How many people here make their own? So, Idaho is one of those states where a lot of people make their own.
I mean, not to get into specifics or anything, but I know where there's over 1,000 pounds of fucking black powder at right now. You know what I mean? So what? I mean, that's Idaho, motherfuckers. Like, I'll blow some shit for you.
So, that's just it. Here, it's not about the cost of the death penalty anymore. We solved that problem. Now we need to solve the problem of the in-between. Forget the 12 people in the box. We don't need those 12 people. If you have 100% proof in front of you, you don't get to talk yourself out of it. I don't care You want to tell me the other people that are involved with this? Great, but you're still going to end up in the same spot.
You're not going to get no sympathy. That just shows that
Exactly.
like that would just show that you maybe have a little bit of heart, but still, like, I mean, you want to give us other pedophiles. That's great. That's great. Good for you. I'm glad you tried to do one thing right in your fucking life and noble in your fucking life, but you're still a parasite piece of shit and you shouldn't be on this earth. And pow, you're done. I don't give a fuck.
Heart. They don't have heart. They just don't want to go down alone.
Right. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, if they know that they're not going to get anything out of telling you and they still tell you, maybe they got a little bit of heart, but I still don't care. It doesn't sway me in what my opinion is about what should happen to you. Like the fucking pedophile that I did the story on like a month and a half, 2 months ago in Florida. He got busted with so much child pornography they had to put it on a fucking car scale and weigh it. It came in at over 2,600 pounds. The fuck you mean? What do you mean he needs a court case? He needs a court date.
Nope,
Over 200.
Just walk out behind the courthouse and just pull the trigger. I'm sorry. There's forget all the rest of it. Just
right there in his fucking bedroom. That's guilty. That's guilty. Over 250,000 individual images that he printed off at his home personally himself. That's guilty. Shoot the motherfucker in the face and move on to the next one. I don't care.
But instead, what happens is they get brought in front of a jury and some idiot defense lawyer, which you just want to slap those people, is standing there saying, oh, this poor person, they had such a rough life. This is the reason why they did it. I don't care what your reason is. I don't care what you try to put out there a reason is. You did it. You made the choice to do this. You are guilty.
I mean, for real, like, fuck. You've been learning a little bit more about me off of YouTube. Like, I've had a fucking rough life.
But you're not running out and doing these things.
I ain't out there abusing children and fucking raping women and it's a fucking choice. You make the choice to be a pedophile. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I really don't.
Yeah, that's just it. And it's, oh, well, we're going to prolong the case because maybe they're not mentally competent. You were mentally competent to do what you did and make videos and all this other stuff. So you are mentally competent to sit there and pay the price for what you did.
Yep. And see, like the case I was just talking about, the guy in Florida. Like, if I told you what's happening to him, you would literally puke on panel right now.
Don't even tell me they let him off.
Oh no, they didn't let him off. But do you really want me to tell you? Because I'll tell you.
Yeah, now I'm curious. I do and I don't want to know.
Okay, remember, this motherfucker got busted with so much child pornography they had to weigh it on a car scale. It came in at over 2,600 pounds, okay? When they counted it, he had over 250,000 individual images of children being sexually violated from all ages. All ages. They said they figured the youngest one was like a year and a half old.
Oh my God.
One count of production of child pornography, one count of possession of child pornography, and one count of solicitation for child pornography. Because he's 76 years old. Who gives a fuck?
Well, good that he's one step closer to God. Well, he ain't going there, but it's cheaper to build a coffin than it is to support his ass in jail.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's a lot of people who donate that pine box for him.
Fuck, I'll build it myself. And that's straight up.
This proves 100% why you are doing what you're doing.
I have to. I feel it's my responsibility. I mean, I know it's not it's our responsibility, but I take on so much of the responsibility for this that it literally, like, this is a weekly thing for me with my counseling. Like, my counselor and I go over this once a fucking week on where my head's at, how I'm doing, all of this shit, man. It eats at me, man. It fucking, okay, we just clicked over a minute, or I mean, we just clicked at an hour on this live. How many children have been sexually violated in this hour? Thirty children have been sexually violated and had their innocence taken from them in this 1 hour that we've been live. While we were on this live right fucking now, 30 children have been sexually violated and their innocence taken from them and their lives fucked up for the rest of their life.
I know people don't like to think about it, and that's understandable. But, you know, and this is going to sound so weird, but the TV show Law and Order SVU.
Mhm.
Okay, so they covered all this stuff. How many people would sit and watch that program?
Yeah. Millions upon millions upon millions.
Exactly. So if you can sit and watch a TV program that got pretty descriptive, and it was based on some true stories.
What's up, James Chapman? Nice to see you here. You're a new name. Hope you're here with good intentions. This channel is about standing tough on pedophilia, bringing pedophiles down in the legal manner. We are dedicated to making the change to the laws and penalties when it comes to sex crimes against children, women, and men. We don't talk about other creators here. We don't get into all the YouTube drama, street bullshit. We are dedicated to making a change to this babe thing. And as long as you're here to, if you have a problem with pedophilia and you have a problem with pedophiles, you're in the right place. We don't talk about other creators. We all get along. I normally don't do this, but I'm going to drop my link. If you would like to, hey, there's It Matters. Nice to see you, sweetheart. Glad you joined here. James Chapman, I'm going to drop my link. And if you would like to come up on panel and introduce yourself to the community, I'm sure we'd all give you a great big warm welcome. No pressure. You don't have to. You're more than welcome just to sit in the chat and check things out. But everybody please put welcome in the chat to our newest guest here, James Chapman. We really appreciate you being here. Every single person that's here, we get stronger, we grow stronger, we become stronger, and our goals can become a reality with the more people that we have here. So again, thank you, James Chapman, for being here. Sorry, Opa. Go ahead.
Oh, no, you're fine. He's got a question.
Yes, sir. Ask away. Ask away. That's what we're about. That's what we're about. We're about getting some questions out there and answered. And we might not have the right answer, but we'll do our damnedest to make sure we can.
But while he puts his question in there or comes up on live stream, which would be great. But back to the Law and Order, if you can sit and you can watch that, and you have to understand that these are based on true life events when they put together Law and Order.
Yeah.
Then you can actually be a part of this movement, because if you're able to understand just the basics of an innocent child, a baby, like you were talking about, oh my God, I just can't get that out of my head.
Yeah.
Being sexually molested, a baby, then you have to be able to say, I need to make this change. I have to find some way, somehow, to be a part of a movement that's going to put the pedophiles where they belong.
Yeah. And that's what this is about. That's what this is about.
And
Like-
it's not like it's a new subject.
Yeah, it's been around since the dawn of time. I don't know.
Unfortunately, years and years and years ago, you were not allowed to talk about this stuff, and parents didn't talk about this stuff. Exactly.
Don't
And
want to
we-
ruin the family. Don't want to ruin the family name.
Oh, and
We'll handle
that's
ourselves.
even worse if it's someone in the family. And how dare you even suggest that grandpa or uncle or brother or cousin or sister or whoever it may be touched you inappropriately? You would be the ultimate shunned person. Oh, you need medical help. There's something wrong with you. How dare you talk about that?
Oh yeah, you'd probably
What's
end up
the
fucking getting locked up in
family-
the fucking insane asylum. Yeah, you'd
Right,
probably get locked up in the insane asylum.
What's done in the family stays in the family, and it never goes outdoors. Well, it needs to be outdoors. It needs to be out in the street. It needs to be up on billboards. These people's faces should be up on a damn billboard going, "Oh, I'm a pedophile," and your face is slammed up next to it. So no matter where you go, I don't care if you're registered or not. You are now, because now you're a public figure.
I think one of the penalties should be like I don't know, tattoo right across your fucking face that says pedophile.
Just like the old scarlet letter A.
Just like the old scarlet letter A.
You know, there should be pictures, and unfortunately, we see missing children pictures when we go into different stores. Why
Yeah.
not put those pedophiles' faces right up there and go, maybe this person has got these kids?
Yeah. See, there's like from my house to the supermarket, the grocery store that we live next to. It's like 7 blocks away, right, babe? Like 7 blocks? It's like 7 blocks away from where we live. There are a dozen registered sex offender addresses that we walk by every single time we go for a walk to the store. Now, trust and believe, every single time I have seen one of these pedophiles out there in the open, oh, I'm yelling it. I'm letting them know, their neighbors know. I'm letting every fucking buddy know that's around, because I got a loud fucking voice when I need to. I let everybody fucking know exactly who they are, exactly what they're fucking doing, and exactly who they fucking are. I'll say it right to their face. I'm like, yeah, I know you're a fucking registered pedophile. Get the fuck out of my grocery store. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if you have a hard time finding a place to live, finding a fucking job. I don't give a fuck if the rest of your life is a fucking horrible, rancid fucking struggle. You shouldn't have done what you did. You took the innocence of a fucking child. Fuck you, and fuck you.
Oh, but you don't want to hurt their feelings.
No, they don't have feelings. Fuck them. I don't give a fuck. I don't think about that child, you fucking violator. Think about that child's feelings. And then guess what? Go fuck yourself.
Well, that's
That's
just
right.
it. I mean, they're walking around stores and everything. You can't live in an apartment building around them, but they're in the grocery store with you. They're walking down the street with you. They're walking around in front of your kid's school.
If you read the law, well, at least in Idaho anyway, if you read the law, how it is written, a convicted, registered sexual fucking predator is not allowed to go around a school, a daycare center, a pediatrics hospital, or any other place that has children around it. I'm pretty sure every time I go into a grocery store, I see children in them fucking things.
I do too.
Kind of weird how they can just walk into a grocery store and I don't give a fuck. Make a special pedo store. Make a special pedo store for them to get their fucking groceries at. I don't care. They're not supposed to be around children. Then keep them the fuck away from children. Okay, James Chapman, I really hope you're not going to porn bomb me, but I always run a risk. And you know what? Worst case scenario, I got to delete it. So whatever. So here we go.
I'm sorry.
James Chapman.
Yes, sir. I have a question.
Yes, sir.
I really hate pedophiles. I hate when people have children who don't realize what's going on with the child.
James, you can turn your camera off now if you want. You don't have to have your face on camera, bro. You're good.
I don't know how to do that.
You just click on the little camera. You just
Okay.
click on the little camera.
There you go.
My question is
There you
that,
go.
I know. Are you familiar? Are you familiar with Tommy Colorado Pet Patrol?
Yes, I know. CCP. Yeah.
He caught a guy. I'm sorry. I mean, he caught a guy at his apartment, and he had I'm sorry. I don't want to say it from the lady, but
Hey, you can say whatever you want here, brother. You can say whatever you want here. We don't fucking shy away from what it is. If it's sexual assault, we say sexual assault. If it's fucking rape, it's rape. If it's molestation, it's molestation. We don't do that shit here. You're allowed to say whatever you want here, brother. Speak freely, man.
This guy had sex with a 15-year-old girl, and the parents got him an out, and she lied about her age, and that disgusts me as a person.
Yeah, I get it.
And I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, if you have kids, if you have a child or a daughter, what you be thinking about? Oh, what's going on with your kids? Do you want to have your child to be protected with your this guy's doing sex relations with your daughter? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure I'm following what you're saying. Are you getting what he's saying, Penelope?
Yes. Unfortunately, some parents will not press charges against the person. And in certain states, it depends on the age of the female, where it's not considered rape or anything.
Yeah.
And I am a Christian also, so I understand where you're coming from and what you're saying, where I would be pressing charges.
Yeah, I mean, would you put charges if someone would do it to your kids?
Yes.
Oh yeah, dude. If somebody fuck with my kids, I would call the police department. I'd said so and so did such and such to my child, and guess what? On your mark, get set, go, and you better find him before I do, because I will feed him to his own fucking dog.
You know what disturbs me about that is Penelope and you is that I don't understand. Like, it disgusts me about this guy got it out, and I was talking with somebody about it and said, why didn't her parents just call the cops on him? I mean, what is that?
You see, that's the fucked up thing, is you never know how another person's going to react to that kind of thing. Some people don't care. Some parents don't care. Some parents pimp their own children out. You know what I mean? So I mean, it's horrible. And see, my problem with these, I can't really say problem, because I like CPP and I like OJD, and I like these predator hunter type channels, you know what I mean, that go out and get these guys before they create a victim. Yeah. Unfortunately, the problem there is there's no actual victim.
Yeah.
A lot of these states don't recognize it, and they won't say, okay, well, there's no actual victim. There's no actual physical victim. So what did he do wrong? Well, if it would have been a real person, he would have raped this child. So treat it like it is. He solicited underage sex. He should go to prison for the rest of their fucking life. Yeah. That's what it's about. Period.
Yeah.
Hi, Sister Darlene. I love you. Thank you for being here.
Okay, but James, the problem is is if you look, it depends on what state this person was in,
Yeah.
because again, certain states, and I totally disagree with this, but a child at 13
Yeah.
can have sexual relations with someone,
Yeah.
and it's okay.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no, no. Yeah.
I mean, I watched like here before you. I don't really watch SPU. I don't like it. It's disgusting to me. But when I see pedophiles hurting other kids, children, it disgusts me. And the one case that Tommy went on, the guy had an out with his girl. I'm thinking, why did they parents just call the police on him? Like that's scares me a little bit. That's like not being
Yeah.
parents. You know what I'm
See,
saying?
yeah, a lot of that reason is one of the things that we want to do here is I think one of the biggest problems with these crimes, with these sex crimes against children and even adults,
Yeah.
is I believe that all sex crimes need to be federally mandated into federal law, so all sex crimes have the same penalty no matter what fucking state you're in, and it would take out so much confusion and
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so just so you know,
Yeah.
James,
Yeah.
I am a survivor of childhood sexual abuse. I was molested and raped from the time I was 5, the summer I turned 5 until the summer I turned 12.
Did you tell anybody?
I didn't tell anybody until I was almost 17 years old.
Well.
Well, you know, when somebody's sitting there with their appendage stuck in your mouth and a gun to your face, telling you say anything, I'm going to kill you and your family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You kind of keep that secret. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, this question is for both of you. I have a put this. Do you ever check your children's devices and see what's going on?
Oh
with
yeah,
them?
oh yeah. Trust me. All the time.
I mean,
My devices are linked to mine,
yeah,
so I can get into any of their accounts, and we have very open conversations, which
yeah,
is something that we promote a lot of too, is
Yeah.
talking to your kids
yeah,
and checking in all the time and making sure that, you know, if there's a different person at school or if they're
yeah,
acting differently or whatever,
yeah,
those are important parts too. So like what happened to Aaron doesn't happen to the kids today, where the same thing with me, that you're not afraid to open your mouth and say something.
yeah. I mean, I think it's very important what you said. I mean, is that I think too. I think parents should have this discussion with their kids about the situation.
Yeah, see, my wife and I, we started talking to our kids about, we were starting to educate our children basically from the time that we thought that they could understand what we were saying,
Yeah,
and you know, from a very young age. I mean,
yeah,
I can sit here confidently as a dad, as a
yeah,
parent, and tell
yeah,
you right
yeah,
now, my kids
yeah.
have never been sexually violated. My kids have never been sexually violated, ever.
I mean, what about preventive kids? Have they ever been sexual?
What about what now?
I'm sorry. Had they been through that before? Somebody touched them before, or anything happened to them, or has
No,
been
no,
an issue?
nope.
I see. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't know. I just know what to say. I'm
You
just
know,
trying to,
hey! I told you when you first got here, man. We speak our minds here, dude. As
Yeah.
long as it's about what this channel's about, we speak our minds here, dude. Just like I'm about ready to ask you a question, and
Yes,
you don't
sir.
have to answer. You don't have to answer it if you don't want to.
Okay.
But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Are you a survivor of childhood sexual abuse?
I never been molested before.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's very rare. Did you know that 81% of all Americans in the United States have been sexually violated at one point in time in their life?
Oh, I
81%
understand.
of us.
Yeah. Well, actually, I have I have ADHD. I have um Fragile syndrome. so I can't really drive a car or anything.
Right.
Yeah.
See, but
so-
James, that actually puts you with, and thank God nothing has ever happened to you,
Absolutely.
with a higher chance
Yeah.
of being molested because these predators
Yeah.
go after people with different types of disabilities. And these a lot of times are your social workers, and these are people
Yep.
who work in different facilities that are supposed to be taking care of people.
Yeah.
And we've even discussed it on this channel to where doctors, pediatricians, a dentist, all these different people have been, they have been pedophiles and are pedophiles. I shouldn't say been, are
Yeah.
pedophiles.
Yeah.
And you are very blessed.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's absolutely wonderful that nothing has happened to you, and I pray that nothing ever does.
You know.
Yeah, you're in the 19% cat. You're in the 19 percentile. You know what I mean? There's
Yeah.
only 19. There's only 19% of the United States of people in the United States that haven't been sexually violated in their lifetime. So that's amazing. That's
Yeah.
amazing. My kids fall in that category, and so do you. That's amazing. That's amazing.
So what type of parent skills would you tell your kids if they did have a problem with that with pedophiles? How would you talk to them about it? What
You
would
know,
say?
I think the most important thing to get across to your children is establish boundaries. Okay, first you got to establish boundaries because
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
we call them no squares. Other people can call them whatever they want, but you know there's basically 3 no squares for you know mouth, breasts, vagina, and ass, or
Yeah.
mouth, penis, and ass for a boy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like you teach them. Once you stop changing your child's diaper, and you stop cleaning your kid's ass, that's when these areas become no squares.
Yeah.
As soon as they can wipe their own ass and clean themselves, that's when it becomes a no square. And then you just continually tell them, it don't matter. If somebody tries to do this to you, they're going to tell you all kinds of fucked up shit and lies to get you to keep their secret or to keep your secret or just whatever. I was told all kinds of shit.
Were you?
Oh yeah, I had a gun held to my head multiple times, telling me that if you tell your mom or your dad, if you tell anybody, I'm gonna do this to you. Why I fucking blow your parents' brains out? You know what I mean? Like legitimately, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
knowledge is power. So
yeah, it is, and it I seen I want to tell you a story.
Hi Charlotte Swimming. Happy Mother's Day.
This San Diego police officer who got interviewed, and he had sent a patient to a minor. He wanted to have a three-way with these minors, and he had a wife, a baby on the way, and they searched his car, and he got sentenced to prison because of what he did. He's like a pedophile. And
James, I know exactly what you're talking about because I saw that exact same one.
You did.
Yep, me too. And the thing that pisses me off about that case, even though he's going to do 40 years, he should have got double. He should have got twice as harsh of a penalty because he carried that badge.
Yeah.
Like he should be executed. I'm sorry, that's my opinion. That's my opinion. He should be executed.
But when did you start this channel? I saw his channel for a week ago. I know who it was.
It's called Get to Know.
I get to know, right. My question is that I think all parents should be worried about their children.
They should. I mean, but again, it starts very young, and as parents, it's, and I am a parent and a grandparent, and yep. And I'm raising my grandchildren, and I talk to them all the time, and I make sure that they understand. We're very open about everything because that's the difference between today's world and the way I was raised.
Yeah.
Instead of being, you can be seen and not heard. No,
Yeah.
I want my children and my grandchildren to know that they can be seen and heard, and I want to hear everything that they say because it's important.
How old is your grandchildren?
They are 12 and 13 now, and I've had
Wow.
them since they were babies.
Well, I didn't know that. Wow, that's amazing.
Yep.
So do you? I mean, do you have a? I mean, do you have a partner like a husband that can talk to both of you about what's going on in their lives?
Yeah, we're very open about everything. We don't. We encourage them to feel safe about who they are.
Yeah.
So
I
it's
mean,
like
yeah.
that's a very important thing. It's like if you feel safe about you and your body parts and everything,
Yeah.
and that is a major step in awareness, because when you're not able to feel comfortable in your own skin,
Yeah.
that's where a lot of these predators will come in, and they find it very vulnerable because they have that doorway, so the child is not going to tell someone that they were spoken to inappropriately or touched inappropriately, because a lot of this stuff does start on the internet.
Yeah. It does. It does. It does. My question is just this. So when you have these discussions with your grandchildren and your kids, are they open about what's going on in their lives or at school or work, whatever you do? I mean, I
All the
think that's
time.
kind of like an important thing to discuss.
Nope, all the time. Very open about everything. It's like with my kids, um, they I take them to school in the morning and I
Oh,
pick them
you
up in
do?
the
Yeah,
afternoon,
yeah,
and we talk about everything, and I ask them how their day was. They talk about their friends. They talk about,
yeah,
what they did in school.
yeah,
And I'll ask them, so what's new? Tell me about so and so, because they talk to me about their friends and stuff.
yeah,
They're very in tune to noticing if there's something different about their friends or if they're absent a lot, and
yeah,
if there's something wrong with them. And
yeah.
my grandchildren are like little counselors at school because the way they were raised by me. They do the same thing with their friends. They talk openly.
Right, right. For me, I don't want to talk about it, but I have so much trouble with my dad lately, and I don't know how to tell him how I feel at times. But I don't know what to say. You know, but I want to get I'll just tell you about pedophiles. Um, it disgusts me how people don't know what's going on with their children. That's all I'm trying to say.
Isn't it sad?
It
It's
is sad. Yeah,
it's fucking horrible.
yeah. What we in your lifespan, um, were you aware how many people have been molested by pedophiles in your lifetime?
Oh, dude. Like we're rapidly approaching 1 million registered sex offenders on the National Sex Offender Registry,
Yeah,
and that number should be 10 times that amount.
yeah, yeah.
There's one child is sexually violated by a pedophile once every 2 minutes in the United States.
Well,
Every hour,
yeah,
30
yeah,
children are sexually violated and have their innocence taken away from them in the United States. 30 children an hour
well, that's that
times 24 times 365. That's a lot of innocent children
it is,
every
it is,
year.
it is. How many videos have you seen from CPP or other channels?
Um, I used to watch a lot more of them, but I don't really watch them too much anymore. I
Yeah,
I've got my nose stuck in my computer doing
right,
research because
right,
what
right,
I'm trying to do for my channel and shit. You know
right.
what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah, yeah, yeah,
but I used to watch them pretty much. I used to watch them quite often.
yeah, yeah. Um, I just wanted to say thank you for having me on your channel, and I appreciate it. And I want to, I like what you say, what you teach and what you're going to say about people who have sex relations with children. That's disgusting me a little bit. It makes me nervous.
Yeah.
Um,
And I just want to say to you, James, I appreciate you. I'm glad you found this channel.
yeah,
I
yeah,
appreciate you saying hi in the chat. I
yeah,
really appreciate you coming up here on panel. Um,
yeah,
every person that joins this community, we get stronger, and it makes our goal and and what we want to accomplish that much more a reality.
yeah,
And
yeah.
each and every one of you, each and every one of the members in this community are just as important as the next one. So me as this channel creator, James, you are a very important part of this community. You're
Thank you, sir.
always welcome here.
Yeah, I mean,
Thank you
I just
very
wanted
much.
I mean, if you have any questions for me, you can ask me any questions you want to ask me.
Cool. Sounds
Yeah,
good.
yes, mom.
Sounds good.
A couple minutes.
James, I think it's wonderful that you're here, and I hope that you're going to come back often and
I
be a
will.
part of this. Have a list of questions ready.
Okay.
You know, anything that you can think of. If you can help in thinking of ways that the laws can get changed.
I think a lot. I think one of the laws should be changed about pedophiles being in jail for a really long time for what they do to the kids.
Absolutely.
So I follow Tommy. I follow his channel. I love his channel. I love what he does. I like to support other channels, other profiles, but some of them I don't like how they talk over and over about what the guy did wrong. It's weird to me. That's all. But oh well.
I think they're a little bit too compassionate. I
Yeah.
think they I don't really care. I don't really care. The fact that there's no actual victim does not change their intentions on what the fuck they were going to do. So
Yeah.
stomp them. Stomp
Yeah.
on them.
you know, I just try to make friends. That's all.
Well,
I'm
James,
not,
you can be part of the voice that
Yeah.
makes the changes
yeah.
to put these pedophiles where they belong.
Yeah, I mean, for me, my goal is to lose weight, to move on in my life, to make new friends. That's how I want. Nothing
Hell
else.
yeah.
So where guys from? But before I go.
I'm from Idaho.
I'm from Idaho.
Oh, nice. It's I think it's a struggle for people not to open the voice about pedophiles like all the time.
You're right. People are afraid to talk about it.
It is. I just was I like Tommy's channel and everything that he does. It kind of hard for me to figure out what I want to do in my life. So I do want to start a channel on interviewing people like you, and on my channel I wanted to discuss their approaches. I can give them some advice on how to do it, and advice on what they should be doing, how they should be doing it as professional people. That's all I want to do.
All right. Well, I'll tell you this. This is the kind of person I am. I'm putting my email in the chat right now.
Okay, sir.
If you wanna email me, I'd be more than glad to come up on your channel and you can interview me, bro.
Okay, sir.
And James, I also just subscribed to your channel.
You did okay.
So, and we'd love to have you come back here and
Yeah.
keep using your voice to make, be part of the movement that gets these pedophiles in the right places and
Yes.
off the streets.
Penelope, will you drop his channel link in the chat real quick? Because I don't know how to do that from here while I'm on panel.
Okay.
So if you have any, my concern is that the guy that turned and caught at the house, it really disturbed me. Like he didn't even care what he did wrong. Like he had so many problems going on, and his wife said, "Oh, he happened before, but the parents didn't give him an out."
Thank you, George.
Yeah. So,
But yeah.
what's your name again? Is it Aaron?
What's that?
What's your name? Is his name Aaron?
Aaron? Yeah, my name's Aaron.
I see. You're a cool guy, dude. I like you.
I appreciate it. There's a lot of people out there right now talking some shit about me and whatnot, and I try not to feed into it, but it is what it is. I appreciate you being here, and
I appreciate it. Next time you're on channel or whatever you're gonna do, we can talk about pedophiles. You want to ask me any type of question you want to ask me about me and everything. So just let me know.
All right, I will do, bro. For real.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Have a good one, James. Thank you.
Thank you, Aaron.
Everybody say what's up and say thank you. Give James a thank you, for coming up and talking with us. Really appreciate you being here. Really do. That was cool.
I thought that was really awesome that he came up, because it's like we were talking about, there are people out there that I think it's just a fear of using their voice, and they're afraid to actually say their thoughts anymore.
Yep.
And it's a very hard thing to voice your opinion, because someone is going to have an opinion about what you say. But there is no negative towards changing the laws on pedophiles.
Holy fuck. Okay, check us out. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I'm actually going to pause this real quick. I got to go. I'll be right back in a minute. I got to go take care of my brain for a second.
Uh-oh.
You can sing or dance or do whatever you want. Keep them entertained.
Okay, great. So hope everybody had a happy Mother's Day. Mine was quiet at home. Enjoyed it. And yes, I spent my Mother's Day looking up information about pedophiles. Ooh. It's good to see you, Darlene and Charlotte. I hope everybody's doing really good.
I'm coming.
For once in my life, I'm actually speechless. Okay, yep. Do I want to know what she sent you? Because now I'm a little concerned.
I'm getting ready to do. It's only 2 minutes and 27 seconds long, but I'm getting ready to do it right now.
Okay, I'm actually gonna jump down.
Okay.
My internet is kind of wonky. It's going in and out, and I don't want to miss this.
Yep.
All right.
Okay. Thanks,
bye
Penelope.
For now. I'm gonna
bye.
Jump back in chat.
Okay.
Oh, you never know. You know what I mean? So.
Okay, so here we go.
Here at the bottom of the hour, through the month of April, you hear about survivor stories of sexual assault and maybe even some awareness events. But what is actually being done downstate in Columbus to create change? Well, every year, the Ohio Alliance to End Sexual Violence and dozens of other advocacy groups, they gather there to make sure that their voices are heard. Kaylee Marentet was there today, and she's got more for us.
I myself am a survivor. Whew, still difficult to say that out loud. Wearing teal isn't the only thing these people have in common. Many have similar stories.
The sad truth is that most people in this country likely know someone who is a survivor of sexual violence, whether they are aware of it or not.
Today's annual advocacy day at the State House focused in on changing the laws around the statute of limitations for sexual assault survivors, especially for those abused as a child. Lawmakers are looking to extend the window where survivors of child sexual abuse can sue their assailant from 12 years after turning 18 to 37.
Most survivors of child sexual abuse wait until age 55 to report, and so we want our laws to reflect that.
Some laws
Oh,
are
yeah.
reflecting a path to change. Aaron's Law was passed last year, educating children about sexual abuse in hopes of creating more prevention.
Really, when it comes to changing the laws around child sexual abuse, it's not really about justice. It's about prevention. You can't give an adult who was raped as a child justice. You can't fix anything.
But advocates say reform is needed to serve all ages.
Rape crisis services are the least funded of all gender-based crimes.
Governor Mike DeWine included $30 million in rape crisis funding in his recent proposed budget.
Last year, we had over 45,000 calls to local rape crisis hotlines, and we need the services and staff to make sure that those calls are answered.
And it's those calls that are bringing people here.
These survivors were not just raped. They were robbed. Their voices were stolen. You have an opportunity to take your voice back. It's awesome. It's healing. And that's why I come. That's why I show up here.
Reporting in Columbus, Kaylee Marintek, WTOL 11.
In just a bit.
Hell yeah. That's exactly what we want to hear, man. This is amazing. This is amazing.
Yes. I have a couple friends that are actually volunteers in that. That's what I was trying to speak about that before when I came up on your panel, but I want to say hello to you, Aaron.
Hello.
Thank you for letting me come up.
Hey, you know how it works around here? Everybody's welcome here, man.
But yes, I do have a couple people that are volunteers in the Ohio Alliance group, and it starts with your local state, within your local. It starts within.
Right.
You have to start going to your council meetings.
Start with the county.
Working
Start with
your
the
way
county.
up from there.
Yep.
Before, and you have to speak up. I mean, it's, I'm so proud of the Ohio Alliance group. I am so fucking proud of them. And I guarantee you, every state has a group like this. You just have to do your research.
Gotta find them. Just gotta find them.
And if you don't have a group like this, you can start it.
Start one.
You can start a group like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, I do. I do. And I mean, just like I mean, the mission is what? Always going forward and never going backward.
Well, the mission is, yeah. Go ahead.
It doesn't matter how big or small that forward step is. As long as it's going forward, we're doing something positive, and that's what we're trying to do.
If I do it right, I have to have
that's why I started doing this in the first place.
I started writing when I was 14.
Besides trying to figure out a way to make myself feel better about myself in my own therapy. That's the reason I started doing this. And I've been seeing more and more of these stories of this county and in this state passing this law, making it just a little bit harsher. and it's a little bit harsher, and sentences are. I'm starting to see sentences being handed down that are just a little bit harsher, more time in prison, and it's empowering. It's amazing. It's amazing, but they're still not good enough. They're not good enough.
Right. Look up. I didn't send that link, but if you look up Findlay, Ohio priest, he is from. I'm sorry, my son has a friend over. You know how my son is. He's very rude. My son is very rude when I'm online. The priest is from the Toledo diocese, and it was about two and a half years ago. He was found with child porn allegedly, but he was a day ago or a day and a half or 2 days ago. I think it was 2 days ago that he was actually found guilty of all of that child pee. But he was a huge priest, like huge. And I told my son he's probably going to die in prison, just like my son's Boy Scout leader did. Because my son's Boy Scout leader did a lot of stuff, and he died in prison. I don't know if you knew that or not, but that's another story.
I didn't. This guy?
And yeah, there's Zachariah. Yes. Is that the Zacharias? Yes. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see what they say.
Enter for your chance to win this beautiful home and
gotta get the commercial.
But he hasn't been charged, though. I don't believe he's been charged.
Yep. Former Findlay priest found guilty of sex trafficking minors and adults.
Yes. And that is a couple of my family members are from that church.
Reverend Michael Zacharias guilty of all 5 counts brought against him. That is according to the Diocese of Toledo. Bishop Daniel Thomas has placed Zacharias on administrative leave and did that in 2020 immediately after his arrest. The allegation spanned 15
If you pause
years
that for just a minute.
including Findlay. The Diocese of Toledo releasing a statement today.
Yeah. If you pause that for a second, that's basically showing him like showing the church good things. When they first charged him, or when they first found him and all that stuff, allegedly, they showed more stuff back in, a couple years ago.
Right.
What I just seen you show was they were basically showing the church, and they were showing an angel, and do you see what I'm saying?
Why are they like they're not getting even though the message is being delivered, the image of the message is being dumbed down.
That's why I was telling you to pause it, because they were showing like the front of the church, and yes.
Oh, I wonder. Hang on. I bet you I might be able to find it on this app I got. I might be able to find it on this app I got.
But yeah, a couple years ago, Toledo 11, the same news station, a couple years ago, did show some clips of him and what they found. So, but he hasn't. He was found guilty, but he's not been arraigned.
He's not been sentenced yet.
Well, sentenced. I'm sorry. But yes, but all Catholic churches in Ohio, if you are a priest, they are owned by the Catholic Diocese of Toledo, I believe. Yes, because I'm Catholic, so. But my church is not St. Michael's, but I do have a couple family members from St. Michael's, and when that first came out, they were very, very, very devastated.
Yeah. I bet. I bet.
Oh yeah, if you look up the articles about my son's Boy Scout leader, oh gosh.
I can't have a dog like that.
I don't even want to. I didn't want to bring that up to you because it's terrifying. It's bad. And the way the newspaper, how they were minors,
Holy
how
shit.
they actually like, how the newspaper actually like gave in detail. You know what I mean? Like what he did.
Yeah.
It was disgusting.
Oh yeah. Imagine if there
But
would have
he
been
ended
police
up
reports
dying.
taken for what happened to me. You know what I mean? Imagine if there was police reports were taking. You know what I mean? Imagine. You know what I mean? Shit,
Right.
man.
Right, and he ended up dying in prison. But my son said when he seen that article about the priest here in Finley, my son said, he needs hung. That's exactly what my son said. 10-minute warning.
Yep. 10-minute warning. Well, 8-minute warning. I guess I'm kind of late on that one. Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta take some medication for my back. I just had 13 injections and 2 epidurals done in my back on Tuesday and shit, and just so sitting here for 3 hours. Yeah, 13 and 2 epidurals. Man.
You had 13 injections. When?
Yep. On Tuesday morning. These
13 injections.
These were supposed to last
Good
at least
Lord.
6 months. At least 6 months. Yeah.
I'll say a prayer for you.
It's my back's fucked up big time. Can you turn that light off, sweetie? It's blind here. Yes, I talked to Candace in the morning. I talked to Candace in the morning.
Yeah, my son has a friend over that hasn't. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. He hasn't been here in like 2 years, guys, for the background noise.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. Life goes on. You know, that's kind of, you know, the thing, you know, I mean, it is what it is. Life continues when you're even on YouTube, you know what I mean? It's all good, man. We can still hear you. Information is still going out there. It's all good.
Yeah, I used to get the spinal tap. They used to give me the spinal tap after that every 3 months is what I used to get. So, Aaron, you should be a candidate to the actual, what they call that?
Stem cell shit?
It's that new box that you get inside your, they surgically put it inside you.
Yeah,
the stimulator.
I've been looking at it. I kind of want to try to. I really don't want them to open up my back. You know what I mean? I really don't. But we have. They do it. It's like less than 4 inches. Yeah, I mean, this shit just makes me nervous. I've had a lot of surgery done and shit, but I've never had one done on my back, and that shit just really kind of freaks me the fuck out. So, like, that's like I'm looking into it. I talked to my pain specialist like 2 weeks. Was it like 2 weeks ago, babe? like 2 weeks ago, and I brought it up. I seen the poster on the wall and shit. And he's like, you'd be a perfect candidate, but I'm trying not to. I don't know. I'm just trying to avoid surgery. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but I found it.
Chiropractor. Remember when I told you that? I don't know if I told you. I did tell you that my ex threw me down the stairs.
Yeah.
And I had to go it was about 3 years. I had to go with a chiropractor, and then I went every 3 months with epidural and the spinal tab for about 3 years. Within that, I did go see a surgeon. He wanted to do surgery on my back, and I was like, oh, hell no. So I went to my chiropractor, and my chiropractor saved me from having back surgery.
Yeah. A chiropractor won't touch my back. Like, my discs are so thin between the T12 and T11 vertebrae. Like, yeah. When I got pushed off that balcony, I got pushed off the balcony 26 foot, man. I landed flat on my ass.
Well, see, my chiropractor is not the typical like you see nowadays. He did everything with his hands. He won't use no machines. He won't push you. He won't break your back. Like, he won't put pressure on you. He does everything with his hands. It's called hands on.
Yeah.
That's what he did. And you will not find those. You have to go look for that kind of chiropractor. Yeah. And he saved me from having back surgery. Like, I could barely walk. I had to have people take me to his office, and I could barely walk into his office. And then by the time he was done, I could walk out of his office.
Yeah, I'll have to fucking look into that too. Like, I'm always open for suggestions, you know what I mean? But I found that case. Okay. So this is according to the United States Attorney's Office, Northern District of Ohio. Okay. Friday, October 23rd, 2020. Okay. U.S. Attorney Justin Herdman announced today that a federal grand jury sitting in Cleveland has returned a 10-count indictment charging Michael J. Zacharias, age 53, with sex trafficking of a minor and sex trafficking of an adult and minor by force, fraud, or coercion. The defendant was arrested on August 18th, 2020, and has remained in federal custody since that time. This defendant is accused of using his status and position as a religious and community leader to seek out troubled minors and exploit their personal challenges for his own satisfaction. U.S. Attorney Justin Herdman. This indictment is a step towards finding justice for the victims, families, and community harmed by the defendant and his alleged acts. Michael Zacharias used his respected position to prey on and take advantage of youth and adults for his own sexual gratification, said FBI Special Agent in charge. We must hold accountable to the fullest extent of the law those who violate their sacred trust to molest and harm our children. The FBI encourages anyone who may have been groomed or victimized by Michael Zacharias and have not spoken to law enforcement yet, contact the FBI at 1-877-FBI Ohio, 1-877-324-6446. According to court documents from approximately 1999 to July of 2020, the defendant is accused of engaging in the activity of sex trafficking of a minor victim and using force, fraud, and coercion to sexually traffic other minors and adults. During this time, the defendant was enrolled as a Samaritan and employed as a priest at various religious institutions in the Northern District of Ohio and elsewhere. The defendant is accused of allegedly using his position of trust to seek out underage minor victims and guide them into performing sexual acts. In addition, the defendant is accused of using the drug addiction of his victims to coerce them into performing commercial sexual acts.
No.
In one instance, the defendant allegedly used his position to meet a minor victim at a local school where the defendant was enrolled in the seminary. The defendant allegedly groomed the minor victim and process in which the sexual abuser befriends and establishes an emotional connection with the child and sometimes his family members to lower the child's inhibition with the objective of sexually abusing and providing him with attention, affection, money, gifts, and inappropriate sexual comments. After establishing a connection, the defendant was accused of performing sex acts with the victim and creating a process in which the defendant would give the victim money to be used in order to further their drug addiction in exchange for the sexual acts. This behavior allegedly continued throughout the victim's life into adulthood. In another instance, the defendant is accused of grooming an underage sibling of one of his victims into similar behavior, using a drug addiction and money to maintain their relationship. The FBI is encouraging anyone that has contact with Michael Zacharias where they may have been groomed for possible future sexual purposes, they were inappropriately touched or were sexually assaulted by Michael Zacharias, to contact the FBI at 216-622-6842. All information will be strictly confidential. An indictment is merely an allegation, and all defendants are presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt in a court of law. If convicted, the defendant's sentence will be determined by the court after a review of factors unique to this case, including the defendant's prior criminal record, if any, the defendant's role in the offenses, and the circumstances and the characteristics of the violations. In all cases, the sentences will not exceed statutory maximum, and in most cases will be less than the maximum. An investigation preceded by the indictment was conducted by Federal Bureau of Investigation. The case is being prosecuted by Assistant U.S. Attorney Tracy Ballard Tungman and Diane Eunice. Wow. Imagine how many victims that motherfucker has, dude. What, 3 counts? It's only got 3 counts? This is what we're fighting for, guys. This is the purpose. This is what we're fighting for. This is the purpose, dude.
But that was how long ago? He just got found guilty, so
yeah.
He just got found guilty what?
Yes, today. 2 days ago. 2 days ago. I think it's there.
I don't imagine this shit.
So imagine this is even.
But I'm actually gonna.
Hold on, just a second. Hold on.
Yeah, that was almost 3 years ago. Oh, it was a 10-count indictment, my bad. But still, that's not enough. That's still not enough. Damn it, where's the case at? Updated April 18th, 2023. Oh, man. Zacharias complaint PDF. I think I'll go download that.
All right. Yeah. I've actually gone to church with the Zachariah. That was many a times. That's kind of crazy. They
Want a cigarette shot?
Oh, Jesus.
You want a cigarette?
Thank you.
On July 1st, 2020, Zachariah texts, I really want you to have a new and better video. Can you take it on your phone and save it somehow? I'll pay extra for you to do it. Just tell me how much. Victim number one replies that he wants both an action and confession video for $600. Zacharias replies, as long as you make them, save them, and promise to use them if you need to help yourself sometime. Oh yeah. So yeah, I gotta go take some medication and shit. My back's really starting to I'm gonna save this PDF and stuff and shit that I got right here, and I'm gonna go over this case I'll do this case tomorrow on the live. This is a good one.
So, what did you think about the Ohio Alliance group?
I think it's a good idea. I think it's a step in the right direction. If I understood it right, like they're trying to basically do what we're trying to do too, right?
Yeah, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Because the way I read it myself, I don't remember it, but it just seemed like they were saying that they were trying to shut him down and stop him from doing it. Is how I first picked it up when I read it. So that's what I was expecting, but it turned out to be actually something real positive. So that's what I mean.
Mm. Yeah, I've had a couple ceremonies with that Zacharias, and he actually had dark brown hair. But he didn't give off the creepy vibes to me.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, I have a couple family members that go to St. Michael's in Findlay, where he actually was the priest at. St. Michael's has a festival every year. He always showed up. Are you all right?
No, my back's really starting.
Okay. All right.
I'm not trying to be rude, but the morning I went to go get my back injections, I was hanging a fucking canvas poster for my nephew on his wall at his house, and I literally threw out the middle part of my back right before I went in for my injections. So now my lower part of my back's feeling good, but now I've thrown out the top part. It's just been a headache, and I've been sitting in this wood ash chair for the last 2 hours. So,
well, you need a better chair.
Yeah,
you need a better comfy chair.
Someday maybe we'll see, but you know, it's worth it to me. But yeah, I got to go take some medication, and I got to get off my ass, man. As stupid as that sound, or as cliched as that sound, but you know, but yeah, if you want to, I'll put a live on for tomorrow, Shar, and we can.
All right, get comfy. Yeah, my son and his buddy is gonna go live on my channel if you want to join.
Yeah, I might just do that. We might just do that.
All right.
All right. Have a good night, and thank you for coming up. I really appreciate you being here, and thanks for supporting what Get
Yep.
to Know It's about, Jar.
Thank you guys.
Mhm.
Bye-bye.
Bye. With that being said, everybody that was here, Opus Angels, Debs A, you know I love you, sister. My sister's from the UK. I love you, and you know it. Charlotte's Webbing, thank you for being here. Darlene J. Clark, my sister, I thank you very much for being here. Sugar Glider always bringing up in the background, telling me words. What's that one word I can't say, babe? Leak. You know I love you, babe. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you for blessing me and making me a dad. It's the greatest gift that anybody could ever have, I believe. Especially when you know the circumstances, because you know our kids are miracles and whatever. To the newest member of the Get to Know community, James Chapman, I appreciate you being here, coming up on panel and opening up and telling us your opinion. It matters. It matters. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Tell Mr. G I'd still like to talk to him sometime. I feel like he's ignoring me. Just call like I see it, man. I'm just saying, nothing personal. With that being said, this is Get to Know. Everybody have a blessed night. To all you mothers out there, happy Mother's Day. This world is a much better place because moms are in it. So to all you moms, happy Mother's Day. I love you guys. Remember, you guys, one child is one too many. Let's keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Check out the new link for the new platform. Subscriber stars or something like that. It's in the chat. I'll make sure the chat gets pinned up. Again, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, and to all you single dads out there, being a mom and a dad to your child. Happy Parents' Day to you too. You guys are all important. Remember, spread the word about Get to Know. Let's get this shit rolling, you guys. Let's make some progress. It can become a reality. I love all you guys. To all you guys, to the 5 of you watching in the pig pen, thank you for being here. Come and join us in chat sometime. As you can see by the panel guests I just had up here, like I said, everybody is welcome here except for three. And no, they're not who you think they are. Just, it's all good. Everybody's welcome here except for these three. And jump out the pig pen and come and join us on the front in the chat. United we stand, divided we fall, you guys. Same concept here, man. I love you guys. Have a good night. This is Get to Know. Remember, one child is one too many. Remember, please tell your friends about me because they're going to want to know. Have a good night, everybody, and happy Mother's Day.